13 bodies. I'll show you where they're buried.
Oh, wait a minute.
You don't want to see what's down in the cellar?
Go down in the cellar with him, Pat. I don't know if I want to be down in the cellar with him. He looks like Boris Karloff. Hey, what the heck? Hey, O'Hara, get him off of me. Oh, what do you think you're doing? What do you know about that?
What the heck are you doing here? I told you I was going to handle this.
Well, sir, he was just about to...
What happened? Did he put up a fight?
This ain't the guy that blows his bugle. This is his brother. He tried to kill me. All I saw is he looked like Boris Karloff.
Turn him over.
I kind of think he's wanted somewhere.
Oh, you kind of think he's wanted somewhere. If you don't look at the circulars we hang up in the station, at least you can read True Detective. Certainly he's wanted. In Indiana, he escaped from the prison for the criminal insane. For God's sake, that's how he was described. Looked like Karloff.
Was there a reward mentioned?
Yeah, and I'm claiming it.
He was trying to get us down in the cellar. He said there's 13 bodies buried down there.
13 bodies. And that didn't tip you off he came out of a nut house?
I thought all along he talked kind of crazy.
Oh, Shakespeare. You were with it all along. And you needed bother to tell me.
Well, I've been right here, sir. Me and Mr. Brewster were writing my play together.
Yeah? Well, you left plenty of time to write that play. You're suspended! Now get out of here!
I need to come by sometime and use the station typewriter.
No! Get out of here! Take that guy somewhere else and bring him to. Find out what you can know about his accomplice, the lady that helped him escape. She's wanted too. No wonder Brooklyn's in the way the shape it's in. With the police force full of flatheads like you falling for that kind of story, 13 bodies buried in the cellar.
Well, there are 13 bodies in the cellar.
Who are you?
I'm President Roosevelt.
Good morning, Kurt. He's the fellow that blows the bugle.
Oh, well, you've blown your last bugle, Captain.
What's this? Another yellow fever victim.
What?
All the bodies in the cellar are yellow fever victims.
No, Colonel. He's a spy that we caught in the White House.
Will you get this guy out of
If
here?
there's any interrogation of spies, that's my department.
You keep out of this.
You're forgetting, as president, I am also head of Secret Service.
Captain, I'm more Brewster.
Are you sure?
Talking about my brother, Teddy, the one who blew the bugle.
Mr. Brewster, we ain't gonna talk about that. He's gotta be put away.
I quite agree with you. In fact, I've got it all arranged for it. I have the commitment paper signed by Dr. Gilchrist, our family's physician. Teddy signed it himself, and I've signed his next of kin.
And where's he going?
Happydale.
All right, I don't care where he goes, as long as he goes.
Oh, he's going away. I just want you to know that everything that's happened around here, Teddy's responsible for it. Now those 13 bodies in the cellar.
Yeah, 13 bodies in the cellar. It ain't enough that the neighbors are all afraid of him and is disturbing the peace of that bugle. But can you imagine what would happen if that cockeyed story about 13 bodies got around? And now we're starting a yellow fever scare. Cute, ain't it?
13 bodies. You think anyone will believe that story?
Yeah, well, you can't tell. Some people are just dumb enough. You don't know what to believe sometimes. About a year ago, a crazy guy starts a murder room over in Greenpoint. He had to dig up a half-acre lot just to prove that he was lying.
Hold on.
Good morning, Mortimer.
Good morning, dear.
This is Mr. Witherspoon. He's come to meet Teddy.
Teddy.
Mr. Witherspoon is the superintendent of Happydale.
Oh, come right in. This is Captain.
Lieutenant Rooney, super, I'm glad you're here. You're taking him back with you today.
Today? I had no idea that.
Hey, I've got a lot of business to attend to. You and I want home, and I'll call you up.
Not a chance.
I had no idea it was this.
The papers are all signed. He goes today.
Complete insubordination! You two will soon find out I'm no molecule. When the president of the United States is treated like this, what's this country coming to?
It's a man, super.
Just a minute. Mr. President, I've got some very good news for you. Your term of office is over.
Is it March 4th?
Practically.
Let's see. Well, now I go on my honey to Africa. Well, I must get started immediately. Is he trying to move to the White House before I moved out?
Teddy.
Taft!
Oh, this isn't Mr. Taft, Teddy. This is Mr. Witherspoon. He's the superintendent of Happydale.
Oh, bully! Bully! I shall bring down my equipment. If this far comes, tell it to wait.
about that.
It's a little more serious than that, Miss Brewster.
And this is Mr. Witherspoon. He's the superintendent of Happyville.
Oh, Mr. Witherspoon, how do you do? You've come to meet Teddy?
He's come to take him.
And the police want Teddy to go there today.
Oh, no! No, well, we're alive.
I'm sorry, Miss Brewster, but it has to be done. The papers are all signed and he's going along with the superintendent.
We won't permit it. We'll promise to take the bugle away from him. We won't be separated from Teddy.
I'm sorry, ladies, but the law's the law. He's committed himself and he's going.
Well, if he goes, we're going too. Yes, you'll have to take us with him.
Well, why not?
Well, it's sweet of them to want to, but it's impossible. We can't take insane people at Happydale.
Well, Mr. Witherspoon, if you'll let us live with Teddy, we'll make sure that Happydale is in our will for a very generous amount.
Oh, well, goodness knows we could use the money, but...
Let's be sensible about this, ladies. Now, for instance, here I am, wasting my morning when I've got serious work to do. You know, there are still murders to be solved in Brooklyn.
Oh, there are.
The bugle blowing and the neighbors all afraid of him. But things are just going to get worse. You know, sooner or later we'd be put to the trouble of digging up your cellar.
Our cellar?
Your nephew's been telling around that there are 13 bodies buried in your cellar.
But there are 13 bodies in our cellar. If you think that's the reason Teddy has to go away, come right down to the cellar and we'll prove it to you. There's one, Mr. Spinoza, who doesn't belong here and will have to leave. But the other two gentlemen are our gentlemen.
Aunties, I don't think the lieutenant wants to go down into our cellar. He was telling me that only last year he had to dig up half an acre lot. Would you, Lieutenant?
That's right.
Oh, you wouldn't have to dig here. The graves are all marked. We put flowers on them every Sunday.
Flowers. Superintendent, don't you think you can find room for these ladies?
Well,
You just come along with us and we'll save you the brains.
I'll take your word for it, ma'am. What do you say about it, Super?
Well, they have to be committed.
Well, why not? Teddy committed himself. Can't they commit themselves? Can't they sign the papers?
Why, certainly.
Oh, if we can go with Teddy, we'll sign the papers. Where are they? Yes,
He's coming around, Lieutenant.
Good morning, Miss Klein. Good morning, Miss Klein. Are you here too?
Yeah, I've got your nephew out in the kitchen.
Well, sign them up, Super. Let's get this all cleaned up. 13 bodies.
If you'll sign right here.
And you here, Aunt Ellie.
I'm looking forward to going. The neighbors here. Just think, up for one again.
Oh, we're overlooking something.
What?
Well, we're going to need the signature of the doctor.
Dr. Einstein. we'd like you to sign something.
I see.
No. Come right over. Last night I thought the doctor was going to operate on me. Just come right over, doctor. Just sign right here.
Where are you leaving, Doctor? I think I need to go. But aren't you going to wait for Jonathan? I don't see Peter going to the same place.
Oh, Elaine, I'm glad to see you. Stick around, huh?
Don't worry.
Hello, we're back. It's Rooney. We picked up the guy that was wanted in Indiana. Yep. I need the information of his accomplice. It's right on my desk. Read it to me. Okay? About 54, under 5 feet, 80 pounds, blue eyes, speaks with a German accent, poses as a doctor. All right, got it. Thanks, Mac.
It's all right, Lieutenant. The doctor here just completed all the signatures.
Oh, thanks a lot, Doctor. You're really doing Brooklyn a service.
You think you'll be ready to start?
We wanted to go upstairs and tell Teddy exactly what you can take along.
Upstairs.
Oh, yes, I'll show you.
No, Mortimer. We want to talk to you. Yes, Mr. Witherspoon. Just upstairs and turn to your left. Well, Mortimer, now that we're moving, this house is really yours. Yes, dear. We want you to live here now.
No, Aunt Tabby. This house is too full of memories.
But you'll need a home when you and Elaine get married.
Darlings, that's very indefinite.
Well, what kind? We're going to be married right away. Mortimer, I'm really very worried about something.
No, don't worry, Aunt Tabby. You're going to love it at Happyville. Dr. Einstein.
It's not her signature, dear. It's yours. You see, your son was next to kin.
Well, of course, why not?
Well, dear, it's something we never want to tell you. And now you're a man, and I'll let you know, too. You see, dear, you're not really a Brewster.
You came to us as a cook, and your mother came to us as a cook, and you were born about 3 months afterward. Her husband, your father, had just died, and she was such a sweet woman and such a great cook. We didn't want to lose her, so brother married her.
I'm not really a Brewster.
Now, don't feel badly about it.
It won't make any difference to you.
Elaine, do you hear? Do you understand? I'm not really a Brewster.
Now, I really must see about breakfast.
Mortimer's coming over to my house. Father's gone to Philadelphia, and Mortimer and I are going to have breakfast together.
I'll need some. I've had quite a night.
You ain't here, Westwood. Take this.
Alright. We won't need the wagon. My car's out front.
Oh, are you leaving now, Jonathan?
Yeah, he's going back to Indiana. There are a couple of people there who want to take care of him for the rest of his life.
Well, Jonathan, it's nice to know you someplace to go.
We're leaving, too.
Yes, we're going to Happydale.
Then this house seemed the last of the Brewsters.
Not unless Mortimer wants to live here.
I have a suggestion to make. Why don't you turn this property over to the church?
Why, we never thought of that.
After all, it belongs in the cemetery.
Alright. Come on, let's go. I'm a busy guy.
Goodbye, aunties. I can't better my record now, but neither can you. At least I have that satisfaction. The score stands even. 12 to 12.
Jonathan was always a mean boy. Never could stand to see anyone get ahead of him.
I wish they could show he wasn't so smart. Mr. Witherspoon, does your family live with you at Happydale?
I have no family.
Well, I do suppose you consider everyone at Happydale your family.
I'm afraid you don't quite understand. As the head of the institution, I must keep quite aloof.
That must make it very lonely for you.
It does, but my duty's my duty.
Well, Martha, if Mr. Witherspoon won't join us for some breakfast, I do think we should offer him a glass of our elderberry wine.
Elderberry wine?
We make it ourselves.
Well, of course, at Happydale, our relationship will have to be more formal, but, well, here, you don't see much elderberry wine nowadays. I thought I'd had my last glass of it.
Oh, no.
No. Here it is.
amazing. Who were the kids who were new in the show? First timers? First timers. Amazing.